If you care at all about women's health care and abortion access in America, then you need to watch this video, because there is some wild stuff happening in Florida right now, and more people need to be aware of it. You see, Floridians this year are voting on a ballot measure that would repeal the 6-week abortion ban that the state currently has in place. It's called Amendment 4, and it would enshrine a woman's right to choose directly into the Florida state constitution. So naturally, both sides of the debate are firing on all cylinders, getting the word out and letting people know which way they should vote. If you're pro-choice, like you should be if you're a good person, then you should absolutely be voting yes for Amendment 4. If you are pro-forced birth, you people are weird and I don't even like the idea of you watching my videos, so please just keep scrolling. For you cool people who are still here watching, here's where their story gets crazy. Florida's Department of Health, led by Republicans, is threatening to bring criminal charges against local TV stations for an advertisement that they are airing. That's right, the party that's constantly screaming about how important freedom of speech is trying to take away speech that they disagree with. So this advertisement, it must be pretty bad, right? It must be something horribly offensive or gruesome in order for them to try and take it off the air. I'll let you decide. It's 30 seconds. Here it is.
When I saw the tumor on the MRI, my first thought was, am I going to be able to see my daughter again? The doctors knew if I did not end my pregnancy, I would lose my baby, I would lose my life, and my daughter would lose her mom. Florida has now banned abortion, even in cases like mine. Amendment 4 is going to protect women like me. We have to vote yes.
That's it. That is the advertisement that they are threatening criminal charges over. Now, obviously they just want it pulled because it shows humanity and it forces them to acknowledge the disgusting monsters that they actually are, but they can't just come out and say that, so what reasoning did they give? Well, you can go and find the cease and desist letters that they've been sending out, and you can even see up in the top right there Ron DeSantis' name on the letterhead. What they're claiming is that the advertisement is false, and they're claiming that it is a public health nuisance, which is really weird because the specific law that they're citing is usually used for things like sewage that is spilling out into the streets. In the C&D, they point to some lines from their terrible 6-week abortion ban law that say that there are some exceptions, and they imply that this woman's case would count as one. And while there are some exceptions in their law, that is not what we are seeing in practice. Physicians for Human Rights released this incredible report in September that actually goes through and shows how this law is causing real harm to the women who live in Florida. There are clinicians afraid to perform procedures over fear of criminal charges. Delays in getting proper approvals is delaying emergency care. Women are being forced to travel out of the state in order to get health care. Proper care is not being given to women who otherwise would be receiving it, and there is just so much more. Go through, look at this report. It is damning. And so no, Ron DeSantis and you other Floridian Department of Health goons, this advertisement is not false. You just don't like it because you don't want to admit that your law is causing real harm to women. Or maybe you just don't care because you are repugnant brutes who have nary a shred of humanity between the lot of you. And on that note, I'm going to be over here being good without God, and I hope that you are registered to vote, especially if you live in Florida. Also, shout out to Philip DeFranco because I probably never even would have heard about this story had you not covered it first. So, thank you.